between these two legends. Who's going to qualify?
Legend.
I'm building this up,
Legend
man.
of Sting?
You ruined this up. I was about to nail that intro, whatever. I was building it up, I brought up their history, how far they've done, the legends, and then you come in and go, legends?
The world famous Sting, man. He once qualified for Code A.
You screwed me over. Oh, whatever. I was building the hype so beautifully then. People would have been on the edge of their seats for this most epic Zerg versus Terran.
In the top left-hand corner, the world famous, the greatest Terran in this current TSL qualifier. From the team, no Hosio, it is Sting. I can't believe Coco still does the frickin' gas can.
There's so many Broodwall players that still do that. The
God. Here's the problem with that, and I've had this debate a few times.
Do it, man.
Caldor actually tried to like check back against us. He's like, well, it's not that big of a deal. And it's like, you're right. It's not. Which is precisely why it's so annoying, because it's just a little bit worse than everything else. Why would you do that?
I don't know. I don't do it. You don't need to get angry at me. Yeah, I know you maybe would like to, but
Oh yeah.
please no.
You know me.
I'm actually a dick in real life, so.
Not true.
Oh, I
People
knew I
don't
was
know.
waiting for that. I was waiting for that.
People
Line
don't
that
know
up.
Apollo's one of the most polite and nice people I think ever met in esports.
Oh,
I haven't seen you with Fanza. Maybe you are a total dick. Apollo, I love you. You're like, shut up. I have to go. I'm famous.
I don't have time. We are gonna have
that's the case.
one back expansion. You're nice with your fans, though.
I try to be, yeah.
You are nice. It is nice. I mean, even though sometimes it can be a little bit difficult to speak to all the people
Yes.
that want to speak to you, I like to give like everybody that comes to meet me their 5 seconds of
Yes.
me saying hello to them. You know.
You know what's hard about that? Is that because you're the DreamHack commentator, it's so easy at like an MLG, for me as a player, not as a commentator because you guys are actually hidden that whole time,
Yeah.
to give a fan much more attention and energy. But I found myself at DreamHack, like there's a couple guys coming over and like, they weren't being dicks, but they were trying to goof around with me, but I was so tired and so exhausted that I was really rude to them. I was like, what do you want? Whereas at MLG, I'd be like, oh, that was funny, or like, you're so adorable, you know, really nice and stuff. Didn't work here, though.
I felt a little bit scared when I went to MLG because, I mean, it's a different scene, so I didn't even know if anybody knew who I was, man, when I went
What?
there. Yeah.
At MLG?
Yeah.
You
I'd be
said
like-
they didn't know who you were?
No, I was scared in case they didn't know.
Oh, that's funny.
Because
They,
it's
of
like a
course,
totally
knew
different
you
scene.
were.
I don't really cast in America very often, but some they did, and I was greeted very nicely, so I was very happy about that.
Got fans here.
So we do have a double
Breaking
gas
news.
opening by Sting.
I have breaking news.
What's
Would you like
breaking
to know
news?
what
Yeah,
team
yeah.
Scarlet joined?
Let me guess. Quantic.
Nope.
Oh,
But that is a good guess.
Complexity.
No.
Alright, tell me.
Acer.
Acer.
Here's why. She plays Zerg.
Oh, really? Acer. Who was in their team?
Mondragon, Paranoid, Nurchio?
Yes, Nurture. Okay, yeah, Nurture, sorry.
Nurchio.
There is someone else. Osso, the Israeli Zerg as well. It's like a
What?
full Zerg player team.
Is he actually Israeli?
Yeah.
Big gamble.
It's a gamble. You said some bad things in this cast, man. I can't wait for the
I
highlight
can't
reel
help
of
it.
This
when I
one.
hang out with you guys, it's like that's the cast we're supposed to. But then when I'm in America, like watch me next weekend for Masters Cup. Be like, what a great match today on this fine day, Zale. Like, yes, weather's quite nice. And that'll be our jokes.
It is getting late here in Sweden. We are all crazy, batshit insane. But we are having a pretty standard play from both of these guys. This is actually SlayerS.CoCa is doing the most annoying thing, which I think that Terran players are experiencing at this current point in game, is the 4 to multiple queen third base, which seems unbreakable. And I say that because what the hell can you do? We've seen Terran players try time after time after time, and they focus on just minerals. Look, there's no gas at 630. He doesn't care.
It's a crime.
It's absolutely insane that they can creep spread, they can defend with queens, and 4 gases get taken all at once, and there's absolutely nothing that Terran can do. And the Overlord is about to see that a Banshee is going to probably follow this up, a Cloak Banshee, but all he does is throw down an Evolution Chamber.
I wonder why did. Okay, well he's actually making a medevac, so it's a fake.
Okay, it's a fake, yeah, I guess. But now
do you
he
get
can.
all your money back when you cancel an upgrade? I know that's a really
Yeah,
stupid
yeah, you
question.
do.
So why do people? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, you do.
People do the more inexpensive upgrade just to like
Yeah, fake you out.
spend less money at that time, I guess. But
Yeah, because spend less money at the time.
that sucks for him though. Like the Hellion drop's nice. Don't get me wrong, but an undetected Banshee Hellion on an open map like this is actually quite nice. I will say what's working against it is you'll notice the creep spread will definitely connect the natural and the third. So even if a Banshee did show up, there's a really good chance that just continuous creep queens keep going over there.
And with a single medivac, he's going to try and load these up. But look, the creep is actually extending to the Xelnogatar. He's probably going to load it behind it because the creep can see it already. But if he can manage to get this drop off, which it's looking like he can inside the main, there's Spore Crawls coming down because he's freaking out because he saw the cloak being researched. A lot of drones available. He only has queens, and they are good at defending at the front, but they are pretty slow at making their way back to the main.
Yeah, they're pretty slow, and honestly, his drone reaction is pretty uninspiring. The medevac could really only have to the stage.
All right, let's see how much damage he can get done.
Oh, that's a good trap. That's a good trap. He's gonna lose a lot of drones, but it's.
And this is really this is like the best thing that Terran can do, and this never happens. Like this kind of damage getting out with 3, that's not meant to happen, man. And it happened. And now he's in the best position ever. 14.
Yeah, I'll take that for 1 Hellion.
1-1 upgrades being researched. He's sat with building a tank. He's tucked in nicely with these 2 bases. And look at this wall-off, actually. This is something that's becoming a lot more common on Ohana. You know, it's a lot more defensive. The depot bunker, like hidden away rather than walling up the front. You take a lot less damage from a bailing bust, from anything like that. You save supply depots. And it's just tucked in so nicely with the ramp. And it's a really solid defense, actually. But right now...
Spread, man.
Yeah, the creep spread, you know, it kind of looks a bit like Germany already. I'm excluding the main.
It looks like Germany? You froze me in time and space. I was like, does it shape you graphically to look like it? Is it some kind of World War II invasion joke? That's what it was, wasn't it? It was the second one, yeah. It was probably a great analogy, just my brain's moving so slow, man.
And when I work in America, I work part-time for Fox News. Sting.
I don't get it.
Didn't you see that when they were like talking about Paris, but it's like hovering over like Romania or something?
I don't watch Fox News.
They do some pretty wacky stuff.
It's a joke. Every time I only see those little snippets that's like, did you see what they said on Fox News? I'm like, well, that's reason enough to never watch that.
But
so
right now,
Ling and Fester double Evo chamber upgrades, but he's got to be a little bit better about that. You'll notice that his Evos have been good to go for a while.
The armory's not here. That's so sad. Oh, that's another barracks.
Nowhere?
No, it's not here. That's really sad because that's going to really hurt these upgrades, which are near finishing now. And especially as a Terran vs Zerg, if you can keep the upper hand and keep the ball rolling with upgrades, it helps so much. As 2-2 from Zerg should be being researched shortly.
Zerg's making the same mistake. That's kind of nice. It's been like that for a while, to be honest with you. Like, he's not just barely missing this.
But he
pretty fast banling speed, which is unusual as well. Usually that you get banlings. You get bailing speed, but it's a little bit later. It's a little bit more as a safety mechanism. Here he's getting bailings already morphed in too. Does he want to hit a timing? Maybe?
I think, I think that's what it is. I think that CoCa hasn't made the mistake of forgetting 2-2. It's more like, I want bailings, I want infestors first, and then I'll get them after. But the late armory is most definitely a mistake. We do have a drop coming down on the right side. We'll drop, and we have Spore Crawler, infestors popping out. Yeah, nothing's turning around.
I love the Spore Crawler, by the way. Even though it's not obviously going to hold off the drop, look what it does do.
Slow it down.
It makes it so dangerous. If he wants to load that up, it's a one touch away from a queen sniping it.
No combat shields either.
There it goes. There is no combat shield. There's the first fungal, the second fungal. Most of the Marines covered, and they will get finished off. 2 Marines are left, wondering why they've been left in the space in a medevac. Will escape, but just barely.
Yeah, and it didn't really do anything with that drop. Kind of a little bit of a waste.
That creep spread.
Yeah, look at the creep spread.
Oh my
that's
god.
Looking pretty good. And
all he did was... It
is.
It's more than half.
Do you know, like, look at the queen on the high ground on the right-hand side. This is actually something that the Zerg players have been doing. Is like, all right, I'll sit tight, and I'm going to deny your 4th base with creep spread, and good luck trying to get rid of it. And, we talked about this before. Luceria vs. Port was prime examples. Probably the first time it was shown in the spotlight of what you can do. And this is pretty insane because there's going to be banelings crashing through. How many scans do you have to use to actually get rid of this? Still no combat shields, only just now being done, but this army is in trouble, and it's a good army from Sting.
Yeah.
But fumbles on a round. Oh.
And the Marines won't die. The medevacs actually save them, even after eating 2 fungals. But I'll tell you what, look at how much creep he's on, and he's definitely on that, by the way. He's been scanning, he's been killing creep tumors, but there's so many creep tumors, it takes so long to recede, that he's on creep this whole time. He's about to get smashed.
He's about to get smashed from every single angle. 2-2 is not being done, neither is for the Zerg, and look at that, absolutely one side. Must save the infestors from the tanks. They are going to fall down, this is the most expensive unit, get away! Get away! And they do get away! Because you cannot lose a Festus, because the follow-up's going to come, you see.
Here he is.
And he doesn't have any fungal growth. He has 18, 20 lings. He has a lot of lings at the back. He's got 1 fungal as well. The reinforcements, what are you doing? Move! Alright, good. God damn it. And now the... I laugh at that because you guys have been tweeting at me all day, but... Oh, fungal growth does come down and lings are not going to be enough here. God.
I think Sting's going to win in the same way, where it's just like, okay, now just keep making stuff and walking at you until you
Can't
die.
lose the 4th. He's boring the infestors. He doesn't want to lose the infestors, but he has... I don't even know how to play this. The banelings come through and they do go through. And it is done. It is over. The tank and the Marines are down, but more reinforcements are coming. Can he hold on? This base is at 500 hit points. There are 3 fungals. But these Marines are spread out.
Tanks are too spread out. The Marines are too spread out.
I'm biting my nails. Can't lose this base.
He's going to.
No, he's not.
You don't think so?
No.
Why are you so behind?
What? Alright, yeah, kill the base.
Yeah,
Come
kill
on.
it.
Woo.
Go Sting!
Oh, yeah.
Last territory.
Oh, god damn it. Yes. Yes, Sting. Where are the reinforcements, Sting? Where are the reinforcements? He's at 2-2 now. If he stings, he's going to be able to do this. And
Queen. Oh, he brought the queens in. No.
Great use of spine crawlers here, but the tank will bring it down. And Sting's going to get it, man. Sting is about to get it. Look, this is so... 26 links. It's gone.
That's the 4th base. The Zerg still has the other base, but here's the problem. He's thinned out his resources. He's actually lost a lot of infestors. Some Zergs are known for their ability to make sure that their infestors don't die. CoCa will not actually reach those ranks. He's one of the Zergs that right now I can count on having his infestors die, which means the Terran is now on 3 bases, but more importantly, big globs of orbital command centers are being built. That means that he's going to be able to drop more mules. But guess what? Where the hell does he drop them? Because there's so much freaking creep.
He's trying to escape some last creep tumors out. Unfortunately, they do get cancelled on the left-hand side. More on the right-hand side, though. Good golly gosh. Not quite.
You watch your language. Good golly gosh.
But look at this. I mean, the Zerg now, because of his... he was spending so much gas in defending that 4th.
Yeah.
He wanted to defend it. Banelings infestors were streamed across to try and defend it. And now he doesn't have 2-2. He has 1 Broodlord.
He's still in 1-1?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because he was spending so much gas in trying to defend that morphing, Banelings, building infestors.
When Terran hits 3-3, Marines are a counter to Broodlords.
Yeah.
It's actually stupid.
And he's actually looking down here expecting to see another hatchery, but he's not. It does not see a hatchery on the right hand side. Probably feeling pretty happy about it.
3rd.
But yeah, they make their way across, but 2-2 Marines is pretty much going to be enough.
They'll clean it up, but this is a great attack. Look how many SCVs are going down. Holy crap!
Wow, it's like 15 SCVs.
He got all of them.
And at the same time, Sting is pushing down the front, killing a lot of creep spread. He's got Vikings on the way now as well. He's preparing across the board. He's got Vikings and Marauders being made. But he needs a 4th base. Like, he needs that 4th base. His main is gone. His natural is almost gone. If that 4th base gets up uncontested, I think Sting's going to win.
Oh my god, those Marines are getting chain fungled. They're all going to die.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
And that leaves the tanks exposed, who are stuck now to the Broodlords. And that's a great little maneuver there by CoCa. He's going to bring down these tanks. Marines are trying to do something to Broodlords, but not enough. And without the 4th base, it's so annoying. And we are having now the Horrid Infestors, great little tactic, keep them alive from the tank fire. And this is a strong little army, but it's weak. It's strong because it's large, but it's weak because it's not upgraded.
Well, it's strengthened by 2 things. One, he did economic damage to the Terran players, so having a tough time getting Vikings and Marines out at the same time.
Yeah.
And then 2, he has a high infestor count, which is great, because if you notice the Terran, the only thing he has going for him is a lot of Marines.
Yeah.
And Marines are made into well, basically goo by those infestors.
Yeah, he doesn't really have any banelings. I think he has like one or two. So it really has to be on these fungals. He's got queens with the broodlords for the transfuse ready to set up. But right now we're about to have probably the biggest engagement in the game here. Is he going to land the fungals? Oh my god, the fungals could be so big here.
Yeah,
spread out Sting.
Tanks do siege though, and the Vikings are going to work using their range, but there's a lot of Marines there. With the broodlords over the chasm, it's really hard for Marines to get at them though, because they're shorter range. They don't do as well when they have to. Well, I mean, they don't have space below the broodlords themselves. But this looks like this fourth will be abandoned, which is problematic. You pointed out that the Terran really needs a force. Well, you're absolutely right, but a Zerg needs one too.
Yeah.
As you can notice, that the third base and the natural are starting to thin out, and once that happens, this army is a fixed fixture.
Absolutely, and the thing is, like, as long as Sting keeps his expensive units alive, the medivacs, the tanks, the Vikings, he's in good shape. But right now, the corruptors are coming across, and he may be committed to this. The Lings are not going in yet. The Queens are the front crazy, and the Lings have to go. They have to go. What is going on here? He's so indecisive.
That was the weirdest thing ever. I thought he was like trying to taunt him, but he was actually just doing that.
What is he waiting for? He just wants to try and get maximum amount of damage from the broodlords, and now Sting is unsieging while he can, getting out of there to go home. He knew he was in trouble. Big counter-attack here on the right-hand side. Going to kill that fourth base, prevent it from going down. And look at that, perfectly timed there by CoCa, who lands just as all the mules land. That is so annoying. And look at that, excellent move.
That's so many mules getting completely wasted, but somehow they're... What? How do you save mules? He did it. He did it.
But still at 1-1 upgrades now, the Zerg army. The Terran is at 3-3. Lings don't even matter anymore. They are pretty much going to die before they even get close.
Long distance mining, Zerg is.
Zerg long distance mining. You can see in the income tab for once that it is low, quite low, 1,000 difference.
Yay, we did it, we predicted the tab, we nailed it. I've done that 1,000 times.
But the problem is, still, for Sting, if he sits and gets chain fungled, if his Marines are clumped up, it's still game over, so...
Oh my god, just gotta be careful. The broodlords are in the front though. Where are the infestors? They need support so bad by themselves, they are nothing. And there are the infestors. There's also the siege tanks though. You have to be careful, he can't wander into range of them. Meanwhile, the broodlords... Now here's the thing, that's not a lot of broodlords. It's not like we're talking about 16 or 20 broodlords. It's only like 6 or 8. Yeah, okay, so... couple of good attacks, and we're going to have that right now. There is a lot of corruptors here, though.
But does he have enough? Look how many Marines are left now, and as the infestors start to run out, great fungal, but there's still half the Marines left. There is 2-3 fungals left, and the tanks are doing a great job bringing them down. And as soon as that last fungal is gone, he's spreading out. Too many Marines indeed, and he's going to try and get underneath. Broodlord's doing enough damage, but where is the reinforcements? It's not really there because his fourth base was so late, and once again a low econ game. The thing is that Sting is doing so well as keeping his expensive units alive, and all he has to do is reinforce with simple minerals, which is of course the most expensive unit in the game at this stage, Marines.
Yeah, and we see a good counter here hitting that base, and it's shutting down the economy, and you just panned... Well, okay, actually, it's controlling the camera, but we had a look at the bases, the natural and the third. They're really thin. And this fourth base is so critical for the Terran player. I mean, we have a Zerg long-distance mining, which basically means he's on a timer. He's going to run out of resources eventually under his own weight, but if you don't have your own income, you're in trouble too.
And I think CoCa's doing exactly the same thing as saving his expensive units. He hasn't really lost Broodlords or Corruptors. He's lost a few Infestors, which is hurting. He's replenishing with Lings, and the fourth base is going to go down for Sting, who's actually moving across the map, coming to flank this, and this is a very dangerous move. He knows the Infestor count is low. The Viking count is pretty high. Is he going to be able to get this engagement down? This is going to be a wonderful engagement if he can.
And we're going to have that big push. Tanks are in the front. They want to get at those infestors, but also start working at those Zerg. There is a bit of a pinch going on here. Those Marines trying to target down the Broodlords. They can't get there. The Fungals have come and gone. There are no more infestors. There's the Zerglings. They're getting trickled down. But it's a mostly mech army, actually. You'll notice there's not a lot of focus fire available, but there are Vikings. And here comes the Marine flank. And this Zerg army is dead. And with it, I think Coke... well, not Coke, but CoCa as well.
Coke is gonna go down, and his last Broodlord goes down. Yeah. Coke.
That's it. And the nice thing about Terran, you can relocate those orbital command centers, and all of a sudden you drop mules, and now you have a base. You don't need to rebuild it every time.
Yeah, and right now the final attack is coming from Sting, who managed to get the right engagement down. 2 borrowed infestors here, gonna try and land the sickest infested Terrans onto this army, I suppose. No.
They were supposed to.
Well, he's not ready yet. He wanted him to get
Yeah.
seized up, but he can come in again and then try. He's gonna He like fungles. I'm like, god damn it! All right, you fungal the tanks, man.
Siege tank live. That'll make you think twice.
I like how like when somebody fungles a tank, the guy gets out driving the tank, like scrubs the fungal off and then get back in.
Pesky kids throwing your green eggs at my car. Yeah, that's it. He's got 10 Zerglings and 3 investors on the way.
These rocks aren't even broken down. Really surprising, actually. But yeah, a really good game by Sting.
Excellent play by Sting.
Yeah, good game.
We just don't see Terrence being Zergs very often, and to be quite honest,